They can run, but they rarely get away. Night or day in rural and urban settings, high-speed chases can be dangerous and terrifying. But when equipped with the latest technology and the best training, law enforcement has the upper hand. Now witness the thrilling world of police pursuit on World History Channel. At speeds in excess of miles per hour, a reckless criminal with no regard for the people or property in his path will do anything to avoid being caught. For law officers, these are worst-case, stress-filled scenarios with unpredictable outcomes that unfold second by second.
Anytime an officer gets in pursuit, there's excitement. I mean, you're chasing this car, you have no idea why it's running. Your heart is in your throat a few times when you go through some of these intersections, because even though you got their siren blaring, you slow down, people don't pay attention. They got the windows rolled up and they're listening to the radio.
The thing about when you're in a pursuit, I never was afraid I was going to get killed or hurt. My concern was always what the offender would do, and I think that's pretty common for a police officer when you talk to him. I was scared what he was going to do to somebody innocent.
When they get out there, you've got a 4,000-pound vehicle. That's a weapon, you know, when it goes at a high rate of speed. And if you're in a pursuit situation, you're endangering the life of the officer as well as citizens.
Anytime an officer gets in pursuit, there's excitement. The unknowns are many. Why is the car running? What dangers lurk at each intersection? The focus is not just on catching the suspect, but ensuring public safety at all times. But police officers have more and more technologically sophisticated help. This patrol car is equipped with the latest in pursuit technology, including heads-up display systems and voice-activated controls for crucial information like registration checks.
The image from what you see on the screen back there, and it allows us to see the radar, registration, or whatever we might need on this screen, so we don't have to look down. We can always keep our eye on the road, and we can also see through the screen, so it doesn't inhibit our vision.
Vehicular pursuits date back to the arrival of the automobile at the turn of the 20th century. The challenges of apprehending speeders led to the formation of motorcycle squads and the evolution of police vehicles.
First sirens that started were mechanical in nature, and they were activated by the wind. And the faster you went, the shriller the sound and the louder the sound of the siren, the higher it would go.
Over the years, technology has played a critical role in enhancing police capabilities. From improved sirens and lights to advanced communication systems, each innovation has brought new ways to manage pursuits more effectively and safely.
You get experimentation with one-way radio broadcasts, but radios are huge. They're tube systems, and the police agencies contracted with a local commercial broadcast radio system. And so you hear country western music, and then you'd hear 1A55. There's a radio call for you down on Main Street. You need to go there.
He would be able to maintain and throw a switch to where he could then broadcast to our traffic division, our motor officers, and other patrol divisions that this pursuit was going on.
Your car puts out a signal that says, "I'm stolen." And the police officers have a device that says, there's a stolen car nearby. And what it does is, with arrows, it gives them a direction and the signal strength meter, so you know you're turning the right way and you can eventually find the car.
Training for pursuits is as vital as the technology itself. From high-speed driving to tactical maneuvers like the pit maneuver, officers undergo rigorous training to prepare for every possible scenario.
Opposed to actual tactics, and I think it's brought on by the fact that we now know more about the dynamics of the vehicles that not only we're chasing, but the ones we're using, and that is the pit maneuver, or the pursuit intervention technique.
We would start with basic driving, backing skills, knowing all four corners of the car, basic accident avoidance techniques. Then we would bring them up to another level and call emergency response, which is basically teaching them racing lines, how to drive the car at high performance levels using minimal amount of power. Then we take them from that and move them more into an introduction to pursuit driving, which can be quite a task for someone who's never talked on the radio while you're trying to tell a direction and no traffic around. We take that and bump it up to scenario-based training.
The very first thing that we tell the student is when you start your shift, check your car out. You can be the best driver in the world, but if your car's not ready to go, you better leave it there. And we have them make a complete circle check of the vehicle. You check the tires, you check the brakes, the horn, the windshield wipers, the sirens, everything in that vehicle. So once you get through the vehicle check, now you're ready to go out on the road.
We do a little bit of lecture, beginning with hand positioning. We teach 9 and 3 now, not the old 10 and 2, and certainly not the one-handed drive, which most people have resorted to. Also, we teach shuffle steering, which means we shuffle from one hand to the other, the steering wheel, and we never cross over the 12 o'clock position on the steering wheel.
In the skies, police helicopters provide a critical advantage. With a bird's eye view, they can track suspects, coordinate with ground units, and ensure a strategic approach to managing pursuit.
Helicopter's tremendous, because when you get them up in the sky, and they've got a panoramic vision, and they can see everything. And you know what? That violator's not going to get away. Even if we have to turn off the pursuit, the helicopter can still spot it and follow it.
As we look to the future, the quest for safer and more effective pursuit methods continues. Innovations in vehicle technology and collaborative systems promise a new era where police can apprehend suspects with minimal risk to public safety.
Sometimes they've been very useful in helping us stop the pursuit. Sometimes not, you know. They're not easy to deploy. They're kind of dangerous sometimes for our officers as well. While they're an additional tool, they're not foolproof. It's not the answer to everything.
The horizon of pursuit technology is not just about speed and power. It's about smarter, safer, and more strategic enforcement. Innovations like AI-driven predictive analytics are being developed to anticipate criminal behavior before a pursuit even begins.
For pursuit driving, we're pretty simple. I mean, you get more complex stuff in an arcade today than you got back then. But today's simulators are very sophisticated. They give you a three-dimensional like view. It's a surround type view. They develop cockpits so that you can actually sit like you're in the feel of the police car.
Drones are also becoming an integral part of the toolkit. These unmanned aerial vehicles provide a safer alternative to high-speed chases, allowing officers to maintain visual contact with suspects without the risk of a ground pursuit. And the future may even hold self-driving police cars. Equipped with advanced sensors and real-time data processing, these vehicles could autonomously navigate traffic, keeping officers safer while they coordinate the pursuit strategy.
Here's a mount that we're going to put the computer screen. As you can see, we've got most of the dash out. We have to make some modifications in here for a mount for the MDC screen so that the officer can focus on the screen without taking his eyes off the road. Let's move on over to the other cars and see some more of the equipment. What we have over here is, this is their MDC, or a computer, just like you'd have at your house. The way we look at this is the officer's office, basically. So he travels around with his own computer. In particular, in this car, there's another thing we load in the MDC, and we'll show you a little later. It actually controls the siren of the vehicle as well. The other thing that these operate is there's a full data system that they can get back to their department, run somebody's license plate, see if there's any warrants out anybody, of course, maps, you know, and all the other things. He can write reports onto a disk, go back in his department, print them out, and he's done. So this is a very important part of this car as far as the officer is concerned.
The evolution of police pursuits reflects a continual balance between enforcing the law and ensuring public safety. As technology advances, law enforcement agencies remain committed to adapting and improving their pursuit tactics.
Thank you for joining us on this journey through history on the World History Channel. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the fascinating stories and events that have shaped our world. If you found this video informative and entertaining, don't forget to hit that like button and share it with your friends and family. By subscribing to our channel, you'll never miss out on any of our future content, covering everything from ancient civilizations to modern-day events. We love hearing from our viewers, so please leave a comment below and let us know what topics you'd like us to cover next. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us continue to create engaging and educational content for you. So remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, and together, let's keep exploring the captivating stories of our world. Thank you for watching the World History Channel.